If riding a scooter is easy or hard, neither. It's actually easy. It's definitely not hard. And if you have ridden a bike, you'll find a lot of the same experience as far as like keeping your balance. The faster you go, the easier it is. Now, I'm not saying you need to be a speed demon to really get somewhere, but you remember if you rode a bicycle, you get on and you kind of go slow because you're not really sure what's happening in the movement and all that, and you're wobbly, and then you get going and it's easier to keep, up. Same kind of thing. I even find it less wobbly on the scooter, so that's always a good thing. So you might be further ahead than you think you are, but one of the first things that I did to get more comfortable and even decide if I wanted to ride scooters was I signed up for a Motorcycle Safety Foundation Rider Basics course, and then I had to search for one that actually had scooters because I had no interest in learning on a motorcycle because I wanted to try out a scooter. So that's what I did. Signed up for the course. They had scooters. I had to drive really far to get a scooter class, but it was totally worth it because by the end of it, even if I was still nervous to get out on the road, I was like, yep, I'm going to buy a scooter. This is what I want to do. So if you want to get a comfort level, that's a great way to do it. And you don't have to even know how to ride a bike to sign up for this course. They're like ready for where you are to get you up to speed and on this road. So it's safely. So don't hesitate. It's a great way to do it. They'll also walk you through the gear. So a number 2 kind of step to getting more comfortable is to wear the right gear. If you see that guy out riding a motorcycle or scooter without a helmet, I don't know what they're thinking. I like this. This is my moneymaker. Raise my family, take care of take care of work, and I need my brain to function, so I protect my head. I'm pretty good about wearing the rest of my gear also, and they'll walk you through what all that looks like. And it doesn't matter the climate. Seriously, they make gear for everything. If it's cold, if it's hot, they have gear for it to make sure that you can at least have your safety protection so that if something does happen, right? So that's a comfort level to know that you're going to have some level of protection if something bad does happen. So step number 3. Spend some time on these things. Even before I bought one, I went to the dealership, sat on them, got a little more comfortable. I didn't realize when they say there's a kickstand and a center stand on them. This one is upright totally, and this one's leaning. So this one's on its kickstand and this one's on the center stand. But anyway, sit on it. I really went down to, the second time I went to a dealership, I thought I was going to walk out with this specific scooter. It's the Kimco 150i. And on paper, it was the right scooter for me. It was the best value for the money and all that. And so I was like, yep, this is what I'm going to get. And then I got on it, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with the scooter. This is my husband's, and he loves it. But I am all the way up on the front of this seat. So to get more comfortable, kind of where my mirrors adjust right and have a better vantage point, I can't touch. And I don't like that. I am on a center stand, so it's a little lower when it's down, but I just didn't like it. But part of that was just getting on these different scooters and getting accustomed to it and getting more comfortable. So like on this one fits me perfectly. I love it. It felt, because it was so much smaller, I felt like I had more control. Like I'm not on the center stand, but it's not like a huge difference. But both my feet are totally planted. I can go anywhere I want to on this seat, and I am totally comfortable. I am in control of this machine 100% without some problems here. So get comfortable, experiment, play around, find the right scooter for you. The size of it's going to matter. Do I ride this one? Probably more than my husband. So, yes, I do. I ride both, and I'm totally fine. But when I was first starting out, it was really important that this was my scooter. As soon as I sat on it, I was like, yep, this is it. So that was really nice. And then make sure you have the right engine. If you are, start looking down this path, you'll see there's 50 cc's and 150 cc's. Find the one that's right for you. If I had bought a 300, it felt wrong at the time, like that was going to be overkill. Now I'm like shopping for a 300. So your mileage may vary, but I really wish I'd gotten a larger one so I can get on the freeway. But I was so worried at the time. And so just make sure you have the right speed for your area. 125 to 175 cc's are really great for the suburban roads that like I drive on, where it's a 45 mile per hour speed limit that most people treat like a minimum around here. So I can hold my own at my 55 and not feel like I'm going to be run over. So it's really important you have the right scooter for the job. So don't go off with a 50 cc if you're planning on riding on the suburban roads. So there's that. And then the biggest thing that I did that really helped me get over my timidness on the scooter, because there's, you don't want to be timid. You need to feel like you own your space on the road and that you can just don't react in ways that like a nervous driver was. You've seen student drivers on the road, and so to limit you looking and feeling like that on a scooter, go practice. So you find a low and no traffic spot. Like we have local schools around here that I literally used to go practice in the parking lot on the the weekends. And seriously, there was a guide that they gave me in the motorcycle safety course that, you know, about hard stops and hard braking and things like that. So you can totally start practice and all that, and you'll feel so much better. And then I would take little trips. So I would go out. I've got a circle around my house. At first, it just started like that. And then I progressed onto the, you know, one of the main roads around here. And then I went to those that were the 45-mile-per-hour ones. And so the whole thing was just a process. And each of these little steps actually got me more comfortable. So is riding a scooter hard? No. Is it easy? Pretty much, especially once you get going. But I understand how hard it is. The hard part is the timidness and the, you know, taking on this new thing and feeling like you're out of your element. So anyway, these are some steps that you can do, and I'll again put the link in the description that has a few more details around these steps and things that you can do to feel more comfortable on scooter, because I'm all about sharing the scooter love. Be safe and be seen.